You don't have to be alone. The ghosts in your room are with you. And so am I. Today we're going to be reading Birthday Girl. Thank you to author Kayla Frederick for sponsoring today's video.
Let's get creepy.
They say that out of the known serial killers, 42 of them are Aquarius. That ties them for 4th place with 3 other signs. Makes sense as we're an introverted breed. We, as in those of the Aquarius sign. At least that's what the podcast I was listening to told me. I was walking to the cafe downstairs from my hotel room when a woman tapped me on my shoulder. I had to pause my podcast, right in the middle of the juiciest part too, to ask her what was up. "Do you think you could take my bags to my room?" she asked, flashing her rotten teeth. I squinted at her. "Lady, I don't fucking work here." I shook my head and walked away, leaving the old bitch with her bags at her feet. I wonder if she's a serial killer. I eyed the people in line in front of me. Short guy, tall lady, possibly a couple. The lady saw me looking and snatched up her short king's hand. Definitely a couple. By the soft look in his eyes when he gazed up at her, I couldn't believe he could kill anyone. Well, so long as she didn't cheat on him. He clutched her closer, and she grappled at his shoulders. She's insecure. I shrugged my shoulders and looked at the dry pastries in the display case. $5 could get you flavored cottonmouth. I considered getting a maple donut, figuring the icing could offset the crumbly dough, when the barista walked to the register. I know he saw my eye follow him, and I gave him a half-assed smile. Cute guy. He took the order from the couple in front of me. She ordered a small, and he ordered a large. How cute. I feel it coming. It's not the story. It's an advertisement. 8 artists, 1 art residency, 1 chance to leave alive. Art is pain, or so they say. As a struggling artist in New York City, Ira is desperate to get her shot at the big time. When an invitation to a week-long art residency on a private island in the Bahamas drops in her inbox, she leaps at the chance. But something is off about Turquoise Bay and its owner, the curator. When Ira and 7 other artists end up locked in an underground bunker, the only way out is to play the curator's games. Will they survive, or will they die for their art? For fans of Puzzle House and the Saw franchise. Available on Amazon via the link below. It's gone. It's gone. Back to the story. I watched the barista's movements. Based on his mannerisms, he appeared to be calm and comfortable at work, and the genial smile on his face showed a genuine appreciation for people. Definitely not a serial killer. I stepped up to the counter and ordered a caramel latte through a tense smile. Cute guys are an introvert's worst nightmare. He took the order without even glancing at me, even wishing me happy birthday without looking up from the screen or giving that charming smile. I took my player's card from him, wondering what he saw in me that he didn't appreciate. "Oh, happy birthday, birthday girl," an old man said from behind me. I turned around and said thanks through clenched teeth. Old men always butt in at the worst times. I sat at a seat across from the register in hopes of catching my drink before someone else snatched it. Hitting play, I watched another barista make my coffee and scanned the people walking by. Woman with big hair, very red lipstick, seems to draw attention to herself with sparkly clothes. Probably not a serial killer. "Drink for birthday girl?" the barista, a girl around my age, called out. I shook my head, standing up and pausing my podcast. "Birthday girl?" I took the drink and looked over at the register, noticing the barista looking at me from the corner of his eye with a smirk. Maybe he does have something to hide. I shook my head and walked off. Too many people were watching. Out on the casino floor, I took a seat at a dollar slot. The return is mildly good, and there's no extra bonus game bullshit ticket in the way. 5 rolls in, and somebody walked past on the aisle. He glanced down and said, "Happy birthday, birthday girl." My eyes snapped up to look at him. "Thanks?" Looking offended, he meandered off. I looked down at my cup, spinning it to see "Birthday Girl" written in horror movie-esque scrawl. Fucker. I spun the cup as to hide my name with my hand. I'd originally started off with $20 in the machine, and I was down to my last dollar when I got all 7s. I was up to $301. My birthday and the date being March 1st, I couldn't help but think, way to go, birthday girl. I got up with my ticket in hand and wandered around until I found the cash machine. Tossing the empty cup in the trash, I saw a worker opening up one of the machines. The way he slicked back his hair and shined his shoes gave an orderly appearance, but I saw the dirt and grime under his chipped fingernails. So I took the cash and decided I was good with my earnings for the night. I'd go upstairs and finish out my birthday celebration alone. The barista was still at the register, and he gave me a wry smile as I passed. It was noticeably wicked in comparison to the smile he gave other customers. A shiver went down my spine. I rode the elevator, listening to more serial killer statistics. Most killers kill out of fantasy, but what really separates them from those who kill out of necessity? Hotel hallways always creep me out. The repetition is easy to lose yourself in, but my room had a "out for a bite" sign dangling from the doorknob. Guess I didn't really get a bite, just a drink. I opened the door, barely missing something with my shoe. A small envelope. I picked it up, closing the door and walking through the room as I slid my finger through the opening. A slip of paper inside read, "I saw what you did." The face of the cleaning lady looked back at me in shock. Her mouth opened wide in a frozen scream from its place in the sink. I peered in, looking at the rest of her body, chopped up in the tub. Can't have a birthday celebration without a good murder. How was that? Creepy? Spooky? Thank you to today's sponsor, author Kayla Frederick. Be sure to subscribe if you like scary stories, as I'll be narrating much more.